I can't stand that. I just watched a video where a guy, this is another one of my many character flaws, I'm sure. I have, let's say, how do you put this? To hear someone, I watched this video of this guy who had a really high dollar mic. He's drinking coffee the whole time. And you could hear and the boop. I hate that. God, it drives me up a wall. And no offense to the guy, it was just, everyone has to do that. But for some reason, that is one of those things I just cannot, and I'm very conscious of it. Like I can't stand to hear someone eating, chewing their food and going through that whole thing. For some reason, it's just a total turnoff. And so I'm very self-conscious of when I'm eating, I'm conscious of, can anyone hear me? It drives me up a wall. Yeah, anyhow. Trump's out there blowing up the fishing / drug boats and all that. And I had a conversation with someone. I said, "Yeah, I'm not really supportive of that." And they're like, well, "Why? They're forget the crime and all that. I'm sure, if you want to go out, you got drug boats, whatever the case is, and the blowing up of it, whatever. Anything my government does, or anything my government tells me or shows me, I'm kind of amazed. Why are they showing us these videos? Why can't they just say, oh, look, here's a bad guy boat, we blew it up. And they're showing all this stuff with their mistakes or whatever. Why are they showing us that? That doesn't seem, did they learn anything from Embedded back when we did that in the Middle East? But anytime this U.S. government tells me something, makes a statement, or shows me something, I assume right off the get-go, I know I'm being lied to, and I'm going to be manipulated. Okay? So I say, yeah, but this could be the most honest, organic thing that they've ever done. Too late. Sorry, game over. I don't trust any of this. And the complaint that certain sides are making, that, hey, you should have arrested those people, and then given them their rights, or whatever the foolish thing is. My problem with this is the moment the U.S. government, U.S. government, let's call it that. The moment they label you a villain or a tourist, the moment you're labeled a villain, they can do whatever they want. Forget any human rights, citizen rights, all that stuff goes out the window. It's wide open, okay? And they can do whatever they want. Well, I'm not on the left. I'm a firearm enthusiast. I don't say much too negative on Twitter. I don't do Twitter at all anymore, that kind of thing. But it wouldn't take much for a different group to get involved and label me a villain. What they're doing in Europe. They label me a villain, the T-type, you might say. I'm a villain now, and therefore all my rights are gone because of something I said or something I own or whatever. And so I don't like to promote anything. Maybe they're going after these narco terrorist fish guys in their high-speed boats, whatever the case is. But it's only a matter of time before they can place me on that boat. Okay? And that's what freaks me out. So I'm not going to promote anything that they're going to use against me later. All right? It may look good for the MAGA crowd. Oh, they're taking out they're hurting the drug deal. They're not doing squat to the cartels. Oh, they sunk a boat. Okay. Whoo. I think this is just Trump feeding red meat to us like he's doing something, just like this Somali deal. Well, if he had the same attitude about the H-1B deal, I might support that, but he doesn't. But yeah, anything that they're going to be, when that gun is shooting it and pointing at me, oh, wait a minute. Why are you doing this to me? Well, you said we could do it to the boats. Now you're on the boat, pal. So I don't like anything I'm not going to support anything that the government is doing that might be a bit shady when they could easily put me in the same position. And we've seen them do it, ever since, at least since the Patriot Act. Yeah. And on top of that, here's the other thing too, that all those, when we say we need to give the death penalty to dope dealers. Okay, that might slow business down. That might get people. Well, I'm not gonna service these people with drugs anymore because I might get the death penalty. They'll find someone else to do it. But the kicker is on all this, and this is where the war on drugs, I think, really fell by the wayside. It's let's get the dope dealer, let's get the cartel, let's get the people supplying the ingredients that make the thing, this and that. That's just driving the price up. Okay? What you have to stop is the user. The end of the what do you call it? The end of the equation, the person that's using the drug. That's where it has to stop. That's where the focus has to be. For whatever, and there's many reasons. I'm not blaming people that have addictions or whatever the case is. But, I thought when there was, not long ago, a guy did a documentary in Seattle somewhere, Portland or one of those places, where this guy said, he says, I got someone dying every week from this fentanyl. And the lady says, well, the interviewer says, well, aren't you concerned that you're killing off your market? He says, no, actually, it's given me a better reputation because I have the hot stuff. I thought, well, silver bullet. Fentanyl is going to be a silver bullet. People are going to get out of drugs. No, they want to get as close as they can to death. Cheating death to get that high for whatever reason. And it's all child abuse and mental illness and all this. Most of it's abuse, traumatic experiences and all this, that they're chasing these things. But you could destroy the cartel. Someone else will provide. You can destroy the system that provides it. They'll figure out another way. Everyone saw, just a loose example would be Breaking Bad. They figure out a way, okay, as long as the need is there. But if you stop the need, if tomorrow not a single person was going to participate voluntarily in fentanyl, they'd stop producing it. There's no market. Oh. Hey, they don't want it anymore. Cartels would have to go back to selling cantaloupes or TV or whatever they could do. It's we're chasing the wrong target. Like I said, I'm overlooking the fact that many people on these drugs or whatever had serious child traumas and all that thing. Okay, that needs to be addressed. Okay. And I would not be against people being rounded up like cattle once found high. And okay, you're going to rehab. We're rehabbing you on scale. Okay? Forget shooting boats out of the water, this kind of thing. Kill the market. Not literally kill these people. Some will die. But I mean, if you control the desire, cartels are out. Same thing with trafficking. Hey, they're trafficking. You got to go hardcore on the user. That's all that is. Hardcore on the user. Somebody gets found with this, that, or the other thing, you get locked away for life. And then we're going to feed you poorly. Kind of thing. You see, you get the idea where you've got to go at the end. Where's this thing? Where's this item, this thing going? Not who's delivering it. That's just I deliver goods. Okay? In my businesses, I'm delivering goods. Servicing an industry, so to speak. I'm delivering goods. You take the market away, people that don't want to buy my stuff anymore, I got to come up with something else to do. Go get a job at the library or something, whatever the case is. I'm done servicing these desires. Or they have to go sell it to some other country, deal with it over there, whatever the case is. But our culture is doomed. You know, oh, we're going to chase the bad guys who delivered the drug to that kid who chose to take it and stole and robbed and whatever to get it. Their high desire for these items. Okay, well, you know, you've got 3 strikes and a kid's going to go to jail for 40 years because he had a joint or whatever. Yeah, good. I was part of 3 strikes, man. This started here in my town, my home. That's where this started. Okay? Poor young gal got shot in the face over a purse. And the guy had been in and out of jail already. And they started that, and 3 strikes came from here. Oh, but all these people, and I get it, you got a corrupt prison system, want to lock everybody up, and that made this easy. We had people physically pulling up stakes and leaving the state because they had 2 strikes. What did that do to our crime rate? Improved. Hey, it's not profitable to be a criminal here. We get the hell out of here. And then it went around, and then everybody got soft on, oh, you're locking up children. Bull, baloney. But once again, what did we do? We didn't go after at least through legislation, we changed the system, but it came to where the person doing the thing realized this isn't profitable anymore. This isn't going to do me any good. I need a bill or change my ways. Some say, well, this guy did 40 years because he had a joint. Well, no, this guy had 2 priors, 2 strikes. It wasn't smart enough to realize, dude, you need to walk straight from now on, and chose not to. That was the idea. He wasn't smart enough to bail, get caught with marijuana or whatever the case is. Anyhow, excuse me. I hate that. Yeah, I'm not behind any of this shooting boats out of the water, because eventually they'll put me in the boat. That's what it is. That's why I don't support anything like that. Government tells me, yeah, and then I'm still blown away why they're showing us these images, or showing us all of it, parts where they might be making a mistake or whatever. And this is probably just another piece of the gameplay that's going to put us in war with Venezuela. And oh gosh, this is just baloney, just straight up baloney. I don't want to get into the Trump stuff because that's just this embarrassing waste of time. Anyhow, but hopefully you get my point. I'm going to send this video to somebody else, to someone specifically. I don't want to give them any more power than they already have to take me out. Okay, or people that want to just be left alone, who will be given the title of villain at one point and lose all the rights they have, and the government just goes roughshod right over the top of them. Because that's what we've done since the beginning. It's not changed. It's not changed with Trump or any of this. I would not want to support my oppressor, so to speak. Anyhow, hopefully that makes sense. Love you. God bless.